So, and as I myself wrote it, Gurdjieff could not remember the precise formulation at the time of a real event for him of awakening with respect to a certain idea that flashed in his mind. Still, Gurdjieff could remember the essence of the idea exactly, precisely, although in different words, exactly, precisely, and it consisted of the following. Judging by my fitness, this is written by Gurdjieff, judging by my fitness during the last few days, it seems I again have come to life, and willy-nilly will have to drag on and drudge as before. My God, is it possible that I will have to experience again all that I lived through during periods of my fully collected, active state for the half year before this last misfortune of mine? Not only to experience feelings alternating almost regularly between remorse for the inner and outer manifestations of my ordinary waking state, and loneliness, disappointment, satiety, and all the rest, but primarily to be everywhere haunted by the fear of inner emptiness. What also have I not done? What resources have I not exhausted in my determination to reach a state where the functioning of my psyche in my usual waking state would flow in accordance with the previous instructions of my active consciousness, but all in vain? How to remember, what you thought about in a state of meditation, say in a silent, quiet place, a garden, beautiful flowers, fauna and flora, and a waterfall perhaps, seeing things clearly and reasoning things out with yourself. We have all done this. And then to keep that state of awareness when we go out to the supermarket, when we go to work, the 9-to-5 job and so on, all the things that we do in ordinary life, how do we remember our collected self, our collected self-aware states of consciousness, which always seem to go, that come and go. Gurdjieff continues writing, in my past life, being forever merciless to my natural weaknesses, and almost all the time jealously keeping watch over myself, I could attain almost anything within the limits of man's possibilities, and in some fields attained even to such a degree of power as not one man, perhaps not even in any past epoch, had ever attained, or so it seemed to Gurdjieff. For instance, the development of the power of my thoughts had been brought to such a level that by only a few hours of self-preparation, I could, from a distance of, as Gurdjieff wrote it here, from tens of miles away, kill a yak. Or in 24 hours, could accumulate life forces of such compactness that I could in 5 minutes put to sleep an elephant. And in fact, there was might be some connection here with something that was written by Gurdjieff. And yeah, it was chapter 24, and the material there, the city of Babylon, Hamolenidir, something about the highest school in existence at that time, the school for materialization of thought. Some connection with that, perhaps. At the same time, and in spite of all my desires and endeavors, I could not succeed in remembering myself. So now we're getting to an idea here which transcends all evil, transcends all willfulness, because that's what self-remembering is. It's freedom, liberation. It's a sense of self-collectedness. There is nothing willful in a state of self-remembering. It's the reverse of all, cause and effect lines. It's freedom, closeness to God, joy. There's no evil there. And self-awareness, self-remembering. I could not succeed in remembering myself in the process of my general common life, ordinary life with others, so as to be able to manifest myself, not according to my nature, body, appetites, sex, so on, food, but automatic desires for one thing and another, not according to my nature, but according to the previous instructions of my collected consciousness.